Hello. So now we have updated our firmware, we've installed LiNK for Mac, and now we want to just go through and see, well, what did I do on my last row or paddle? So we have uploaded data, which we saw previously, is basically as long as you have 2.04 firmware or higher, and you connect to your speed coach, it's going to automatically import the data. Now, if you erase data on this side using the erase function, it'll permanently delete it from your computer, but this session will still be on your GPS. You have to go to the GPS and delete all sessions on the GPS. You can't delete just one session. Delete them all off the GPS to permanently delete them from the GPS. You can't delete them from the GPS from the computer. So you won't harm anything. All we have to do is reconnect our speed coach to the unit, and it'll upload that data session again. So we have this one from May of 2015. If we double click on it, you'll see we have the workout. This is an overview of what our session was. It was a relatively short simulation, 134 meters. Time real short, the speed, and the overall strokes per minute. Because this is all simulated, I did this in the parking lot. And if we double click in here, we will have the breakdown by every 100 meters. If you had 1,000 meters, it would show 100, 200, 300, 400, all the way down. Can't go any further here. So if you want to see your stroke-by-stroke details, we have to actually export the file. So we can see the 100-meter breakdown, then we see the overall summaries. But in order to see stroke-by-stroke detail, what we want to do is export the file. Now this will give you two options. You can either do a FIT file or a CSV file or both. To see the actual stroke-by-stroke breakdown, the CSV file is what we choose, but I'll export both to show you both. So I'm going to click OK, and really you don't see much, but let's just open up any old file folder, and we're going to go to Documents. We're going to LiNK for OS X, and we're going to see our exported files here, as long as we didn't change the path when we did this export. So you have the option to export. Well, you got to click one first, export, and you can change it, but you might as well keep it in the same spot. It's really not that hard to find. You just really want to go to, again, Documents, LiNK for OS X, exported files. And then if we open this up, we'll see the two files I uploaded were here. There's some better examples on the CSV file. If you have Excel, it'll open up in Excel. If you don't have Excel for Mac, it'll open it up as a text file, I believe, but it'll be readable. We finally see, let me move this. We see all the stroke-by-stroke data. You'll see the session information of when it happened, how far you went, what type it was, if it was a workout versus just go, the units, and of course we can adjust these to show a little bit more detail. And then the device information's up here. You'll see we have the firmware 2.05 now. That's GPS Pro. This will be the same if you're using a SUP with Training Pack. Again, we can just double click on these to open these up a little if it's not showing it to fit it better. And then we go down, and these are your interval summaries. So this is the session summary. So this is everything that we did, an overall summary. And then if we have different intervals, this will show your interval summary. So interval 1, interval 2, but I only have one interval here. I'll show you a different one in a little bit. But now here we have all our stroke-by-stroke details of the first interval. So every stroke was really fast here. I was just shaking the unit furiously, so we have a very high stroke rate. Again, this will show more realistic numbers when you're actually doing your row or paddle. But you go through and graph this, do whatever you want. It's in Excel, so there's a lot of options here now. But maybe this is a little too cumbersome for you, and you'd rather just see a fit file used in, I'm not going to save this. You'd like to see a fit file. What is a fit file? So a fit file is going to be that other exported document we did. If you go to, we have a lot of different sites. One is endomondo.com. Strava is another one. There's all sorts of different sites that'll have fit files available for you to upload into them. So a lot of these sites are free, and I put in my information here. But if you don't have an account, you can sign up for a free account. You just have to create a username and password, and we'll log in. And what the fit file will do, it's actually capturing your GPS information during your training session. So let's take a look here. Oops. And we'll do add a workout. It's going to prompt you to, how do you want to get this workout? Now we did a file, so we would just want to import it from the file. You'll see fit file is listed there as one of the extensions to use. So we'll choose the file on our computer. We're going to browse. Again, we're going to go to Documents, LiNK for OS, Exported Data. And since my files were really not that great, let's go to a different one. Let's go to the PJ Rowing Tester fit file and open that up. Sport, we can put whatever we want. Do rowing, we'll do save. This wasn't a real long row either, but it's a little bit longer than mine. And you'll see that we have several sessions already saved in here, but this will do the same thing, and we can click on it, and we can see that we have a map of our quote-unquote row, which was actually a walk around the Nielsen Kellerman building. And during this time, we had, here's our cadence, which is the stroke rate. And we can sort and see and walk through what our stroke rate was at each time. Or if we want, we can look at the green bar, which is going to be our speed during this time. Now we're walking at a 3.5 kilometer pace around the building and back again, and there we go. So if we want to look at a different session that we uploaded earlier, I think we may have sessions from better sessions. There are actually rowing sessions in here. This one's a lot longer. Let's take a look at this one. And as it's loading it, you can see this took place in Austin. And now we have actually the heart rate on this one in red, showing our beats per minute. Resting, and we could see our zone. If we're resting during that time, we could see our stroke rate, we could see our speed, and we see it along the path, and you see we go up and down the river down in Austin. It gives you an overall summary up here. You could social network this, make fun of your friends for being slower than you, or there's a ton of different options. If you want, you can go to a different site like Strava. If I could spell. This is another one, another free account. You could load in and load fit files. There's another one, Map My Fitness, if I spelled it right. So we have other options, or maybe ones your personal preference is out there, and they'll take fit files. Anything that'll take a fit file, it's very helpful. It's great for social media. It's great for training. It's seeing your route, and I think it's a really nice feature to the LiNK for a Mac program.